Like, I didn't know you were there. It's day 15. I can't believe it's day 15. That is halfway point of 30 days. And it's not really about, counting days, but it's really about, like, what you experience, during the 30 days. So some people really, do, another ruckus on the same issue, because it's really about, like, the journey of, getting through, like, the healing process. But, I feel like this was a good start. Like, there was points throughout this ruckus that I felt like it was too broad because I was talking about general insecurity, and there was points when I thought it was too broad, and there was a point when I got stuck. But thanks to the help of other people, like, I really learned a lot, and I really think that this ruckus was a good place to start because it's really helping me to discover, like, the root issues of, like, insecurity and, like, the different places that it stems from. So this has been really good, and I'm really glad that I decided to go with this ruckus. And wow, yeah, I just can't believe it's 15 days already. So that's crazy. So whew. So let's see, where do I begin? Oh yeah, so I've been saying that I'll make a video about, like, what I've found on issues of authority. But today there are actually two other issues that I really want to talk about that have been, like, reoccurring themes in the past couple of days. So, really, the first one that I want to talk about is insecurity, really. Like, I mean, obviously I have issues with that, but is that all? Like, is that all there is? So, I'm so used to feeling insecure that I start to relate all bad feelings to insecurity. Like, whenever I'm feeling bad, I'm like, oh, like, I'm so insecure right now. But the truth is that a lot of my negative feelings stem from anxiety, which is something that I've been realizing lately. And anxiety doesn't necessarily come from insecurity, but it can come from, a number of other emotions. So, like, or experiences. So, like, one of the things is being uncomfortable in a situation. Like, sure, you can definitely experience anxiety when you're uncomfortable. And it's possible to be uncomfortable and not be insecure, because the difference is that insecurity, like, there's an issue with you in your mind, and being uncomfortable, there's an issue with the situation. But I'm just so used to feeling insecure that whenever I have anxiety, I'm like, oh my god, it's because I'm insecure. And then I do get insecure because I'm thinking about, me and why am I so insecure, instead of being able to separate those issues and being like, no, I'm just really uncomfortable in this situation, and what can I do to deal with that? So I realized that I just tend to blame everything on my issues of insecurity whenever I have anxiety, and I have anxiety for a variety of reasons. So that's one thing I've realized, and that's really going to help me to face my issues and deal with them, because I'm not always just going to be, like, whenever I feel anxiety now, I won't be like, oh my god, I'm so insecure. It'll be like, wait, no, I'm uncomfortable, or I'm feeling guilty or ashamed of something, and then I can better deal with the issues in that way. Because if I keep telling myself, oh, I'm insecure, I need to face that, and I'm hitting a wall because I'm not actually insecure in that situation, I'm uncomfortable or feeling guilty. So, like, there's different experiences that bring anxiety into my life, and knowing that and realizing that is really going to help me. So that's one thing that I've realized in the past couple of days. So yeah, so there's that. And, oh, another thing is the drinking. I know I, like, touched upon that in the first couple of days of my ruckus. And the drinking issue ties into all of the above. And I don't have, like, a problem with drinking or anything. Like, I rarely drink. I drink when I go out. I drink when I go out with friends. But the thing is that drinking, I have a history of drinking being an issue in my life. And lately when I drink, it's led me to situations when I feel uncomfortable, ashamed, or guilt for something. So that's something that I think I need to address. And I've been drinking since I was really young. Me and my friends, we started drinking when we were in middle school, and it was just, like, for fun, because, that's what we would, I guess, see as being fun, but then I started drinking heavily in high school. I've struggled with depression. Like, I was diagnosed with it, I think, when I was, like, 15. and I took, medication for it for a while, but I just couldn't deal with that, because it made me either worse or it made me feel like a zombie, and I just didn't feel anything at all. So I just decided, I'm not gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna find ways to deal with it. But of course, when I was younger, one of the ways was just drinking. Like, I would just drink. I would find any excuse to drink. I would do anything for a drink. I'd do anything to get drunk. Like, there was periods in my life when my main goal was to black out because I just didn't want to remember anything. So those were, like, issues I had with drinking in the past, and there was literally periods of my life where I would be, drunk and drinking every day, and, like, that hasn't happened for several years now. But the thing is that drinking is just kind of, like, ingrained in my brain, like, associated with coping and associated with having a good time. So whenever I would have gone through something extremely stressful, I'm like, oh my god, I just need a drink, And it's not as nearly as bad as it used to be at all. But it's just like a habit, I guess you could say, to relate to drinking with good times or coping. So, I want to say that I'll just stop drinking, even though I don't drink that much, but like I said, like the past couple times I have, it just hasn't been a good experience, and I'm just like, well, why not just stop, So I want to make that commitment to myself that for the rest of these 30 days, like, I won't drink at all, and see how that helps me in developing, and how that helps me in, like, my healing process, so that I can actually, like, address things more, because, like, when you're drinking, it's hard to stay on track, because, obviously, for obvious reasons. So, I'm gonna make that commitment to myself for the rest of these 30 days not to drink at all, like, even if it's just one drink, because, then it always leads to, like, one, so if it's one, then what's two, etc. So yes, so I want to make those lifestyle changes and see what happens until drinking has absolutely no control of me, because even though it's not like a huge issue in my life, it still has control over me in some ways. Like, when I start drinking, then I don't want to stop. Like, it's rare when I actually do drink or do go out and drink a lot, but I get in that mode. Like, when I start drinking, I'm like, man, I just want to keep drinking, like, having a good time or whatever. And that's one way. I mean, obviously, that's when it has control over you, because if it didn't, I wouldn't go into these modes. And I've noticed that with situations lately. So, yeah. Let's see what else. Okay, so yeah, so those are just the issues that I've wanted to talk about today, things that have been coming up and that I just wanted to address. The person that I'm grateful for today is my friend Stephanie Morales, because last night we were at a friend's house because he was having a graduation party, and I did start feeling insecure. I don't know why, it just did, and I told her, hey, like, I'm doing this thing. I told her about the RUHCUS thing that I'm doing, the RUHCUS project, and then I told her, like, I'm having issues, like, did I do something wrong, because I just feel like I did something wrong. She's like, girl, like, you didn't do anything wrong, so she's just, like, helped me, talk me through it, and, like, having her there to tell me that I didn't do anything wrong was like, okay, I'm just having, like, one of my insecure moments, so I was able to deal with it because I wasn't thinking, oh my god, I did something wrong, didn't I? I did something wrong, but having her there to tell me that I didn't, was really helpful, so I really appreciate her for that, and just for being fun. She's, like, always fun, she's always amazing, so I love her. And a reason I love myself today is for, I didn't really think about that, I just love me for being me. Like, I am who I am, and I love that, Like, no two people in the world are exactly alike, and I just love being me. I don't think I would trade my life or my, being myself for being anybody else, and that's a good thing, right? So yeah, I'm kind of, like, out of it today, but yeah, these are some really good, I guess, lessons that I've been learning. So yay for 15 days. I wonder what the next 15 days will bring. So thank you so much to everybody. See you later. Bye.